Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys pretty much a series of 4 parts of videos of everything that I have, nerd stuff, nostalgic stuff, geeky stuff, whatever you want to call it. But this is these are videos that I have not actually done before, and I've always wanted to share the geeky side of myself. And you know, there's things in here that you could see in the background, posters and whatnot, but I want to share everything I have that I own, starting with my toy collection, to magazine collection, video game collection, and my movie collection. And I don't know, I just wanted to take a trip down memory lane of pretty much all the things that I've collected over the years, and to that nostalgic feeling of when you buy something, again, since I was a kid and until now as an adult. It's a weird feeling that we have with these materialistic things, and it's these attachments that we have, and myself, like anybody who is out there that can relate to this, is that it goes back to your upbringing, your childhood, you know. And I think that's something that the reason why I have this urge to collect or be a collector or whatever you want to call it. And I just want to feel like there's a part of your childhood that did get robbed with all the toys or with the movies or whatever. It's almost like you want to go back into a time machine and relive those moments again. Obviously, yes, I'm an adult now. I'm not saying that I want to be a kid anymore. I'm just saying that it's just an attachment that we all share deeply with, you know, all these materialistic things, and yeah, they hold a deep place in our hearts. So anyway, just wanted to share these again, 4-part videos that I'm going to be dropping here pretty soon. Hopefully you guys can check them out and see if there's similar things that I've collected that maybe you guys have collected, or, you know, just things that you would find geeky and nerdy, and just, you know, it's pop culture stuff, basically. Pop culture 101. But yeah, I just wanted to share these videos with you guys. I'm excited. I've never really done anything. I've never really shared my geeky side. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. Let's start with this first part, which is my toy collection. So let's get into it. All right, to start off with, I'm going to show you guys my toy collection, and yeah, there's a lot of different varieties of toys and whatnot, but just kind of wanted to share you guys the basics of all my toys. Actually, I'm going to get a chair. Okay, so right off the bat, let's start with this first row. So boom. So right away you can see there's some Godzillas here. Some of these were gifts. Pretty much all of them were gifts. He kind of got me into Godzilla. This was a Godzilla that he got from Japan, and he actually bought it in Japan. He gave it to me, and it's kind of like the nuke Godzilla, and he's like ready to blow, right? I don't know if that's right. And then he gave me and this is the Godzilla from the first Godzilla vs. Kong movie, I believe in the 1940s or 50s, I believe, somewhere around there. I don't know the exact year. From the first Godzilla vs. Kong movie in the early days. I have a little Funko Pop of Godzilla from the recent one, Godzilla X Kong. And here, this little bad boy, we got Godzilla, well, not anymore. We got Godzilla -1. This is a beautiful, beautiful one. It's very sharp, and he has like a lot of spikes, and it sometimes does does pretty much like kind of like poke my hands a little bit. Sometimes I have to be careful because this thing is really sharp. Yeah, and again, and all these toys were given from my friend Javi. He is a connoisseur of Godzilla, but he's making me become obsessed with Godzilla now. And then he gave me the 2014 Godzilla. He's like, you got to have the Godzilla 2014, at least the American one, right? And I was like, okay, yeah. So yeah, I really like this one. The blue and the scales and just the detail, I love it. His tail's off, but and then finally we have Mecha Godzilla. This is from Mecha Godzilla 93. And yeah, it's a little smaller, but I found this one at Target, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I like this. So not too bad, not too shabby. So yeah, I love that. So here in this first row, there's a lot of figures that are kind of just like random. I have Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones films. I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones. I've always been. And I think when I just saw this figure, just the regular, you know, with the hat and the jacket and the whip and all that, it looked very cool. I liked it a lot. Got it also at Target. Most of these toys, actually, surprisingly, I got at Target. Got this Goku. He was one of those figures that you build from the plastic ones, like those model figures. And yeah, this was actually a lot of fun to make. There's some pretty hard parts that I was struggling with, but yeah, this is a fun one I enjoyed making. He has like different faces and different detail, and just like I like the detail you see on his like arms, the biceps, and all his like his clothes, and it's really good. It's very like almost, it's not wobbly, but it does feel very like plasticky. So this one feels very delicate almost. Next we have, this is Fei Long from Street Fighter. This was another model figure. I was like, I have to have that. Come on. It almost even resembles Bruce Lee, basically. The character within itself, it really does resemble Bruce Lee. So yeah, this was a really cool little character I had to get. I was always this guy and Ryu in Street Fighter games. So yeah, or Ryu. Yeah, I found this one too as well as in Target. And yeah, it's just like, I used to have these figures when I was a kid, and I lost them through over time, and now I just kind of have them here on display. Again, yeah, it's cool to, you know, look at them. I just like seeing the detail, and believe it or not, sometimes I actually use some of these figures to like use as models to like draw for. Like I use them to like draw and kind of just, you know, use as references. But yeah, just because of the muscle, the detail, the legs, the feet, I like that a lot, the detail and all that. So yeah. And then finally here, this is actually my brother's toy. I'm holding it for him, but it's here. It's a Hellboy toy, and I think he got this, I forgot where I think he got this back in the day at like, oh boy, it was like one of those toy stores. It was called like Mr. C's or some weird name, Mr. C's Toy Collection or something. But yeah, this is from that cartoon, The Blood. Oh man, those cartoons, I always forget. He did a couple of these, but yeah, it's missing his gun, but I just have at least the figure here, and he has tiny little legs. So I've always liked Hellboy, and yeah, it's a really cool figure. I love his hand. It's just awesome, really cool. But yeah, you woke up the baby. She took his picture. Here we have a couple of Transformers toys. I used to like getting all the Transformer toys back in the day. I think for me it was mainly the Michael Bay Transformer toys that I had at one point. I had them all. And then, of course, you know, when I was a kid, I was always moving around, jumping from one place to another, and they all got lost. And so, yeah, that was pretty sad. But these ones I got from Target, I believe these were the Cybertron on Netflix, the series. It takes place sort of like it has the 80s look of the Transformers. So I'm assuming it's kind of like the 80s movie, but yeah, I just really like this one, Megatron. I just love the way that he looks, and the gray tones are really awesome. It's one of my favorites. And then we have Optimus Prime, of course. This is standard. This was one I've always had throughout the years when I was a kid, but yeah, again, just always losing them and always playing with them and getting them thrown in cars and just getting lost, always, all the time. But this was this was like a must for me. I have to have Megatron and Optimus, and then finally, even with Bumblebee. I believe this is the Bumblebee from recently came out, The Rise of the Beast. So yeah, it's pretty good. I still like the old Camaro model, like kind of like the first Transformers movie, but yeah, still love it. So those are pretty much my random collection here. Oh yeah, and there's Wolverine back there from '97. Got that guy. And then I have Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong. I don't know why I've always liked Donkey Kong. I have him here. I used to have an old Donkey Kong toy, but I lost it. I remember back in the day at a place called KB Toys. I used to buy a Donkey Kong toy from Nintendo 64. They used to sell those toys. But yeah, pretty much all a variety of just random toys. All right, so let's move on to the next part of the shelf. Anyway, here we go. This is the new toys from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And I remember a little quick story. I was on the hunt for this toy, this one specifically. I literally went to like maybe 4 Walmarts all around where I was living, east side, west side, northeast, whatever. And I could not find it. And it's just a part of me. This was like one of the last toys I recently got as far as like a pack. Like, you know how when you get one and you got to get the rest to complete the set. So I got all 4 and Michelangelo was the last one I needed. And I was going crazy just to like on a manhunt for this toy. And finally I remember, yeah, there was like no toys. They didn't have them anywhere. And finally, I think it was like the last straw. I was ready to throw in the towel and I gave up. And I see a lady like, she was stocking up the toys from the boxes. And then I kind of looked at the boxes to see what it was, and it said Mutant Mayhem, and I was like, please God, that better be a Michelangelo in there. And sure enough, yeah, I got it. And she's like, did you need help, mijo? Like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm 30 years old. You can give me that one, please? So they're pretty nostalgic for me. I've always loved the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I have all of them. The Raphael, Donatello, and Leonardo. I think the back one is Splinter. Yeah. So all those ones for sure, yeah. And then these ones I had to have. These are the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the series. This series was always on a loop. This was the reason why I was already a Ninja Turtle fan, but I think watching this series, it grew even more after watching this series, because I was a fan of the Super Nintendo game, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time, and that game was the reason why I was already invested with the Ninja Turtles. But this series, the 2003, specifically this one, this was like my jam, this show. It was amazing for me. I was always watching this one. And I recently got these, and I really don't want to, I don't know, I kind of don't want to take them out of the box. I mean, I kind of like seeing it like this, nice and, you know, clear, and there's no like ugly marks on the toys or nothing. But I know, maybe I will take them out, maybe one day, but it's just, it looks so clean. And yeah, I had to get all of them. I had to get every single one. I have Raphael. Yep. Mikey. Yep, yeah. And Leonardo. At least the turtles are the main ones, but yeah, these were huge upbringing toys from my childhood. I had all these, all the figures at one point, and yeah, again, they all got lost, but eventually, yeah, I had to find these again because they were just so nostalgic for me. And just, yeah, seeing them, I just like looking at them now from the case and just kind of appreciate them now. Yeah, those are my Ninja Turtle collection. So next we have, so these I had to have. I mean, this is too much for me. I had to have these, but this is from the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, and I had to get all 3 of these guys. They had Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield. That's a must. I have to have this. And last one is Tom Holland's Spider-Man from No Way Home. Yeah, these are standard procedure. I had to have these 3, all 3, the trio, and this was, I just loved seeing them all together. I don't know, I don't want to take them out of the box. I just like seeing them look so clean and just, they look happy. But I don't know, sometimes I always think, no, they look better outside, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have a change of heart one day. All right, so next we have little random toys of this, the Mandalorian. Got these at Target. Yeah, had to get that one. This one I found at Target as well, the Iron Man toy. Really, really cool. I just love the design. I love the colors. It's the old, I believe this is probably one of the 90s ones. Yeah, one of the 90s Iron Man models. Probably, that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, and then Power Rangers, I got these at GameStop not too long ago, like maybe 4 years ago. And
It came with the White Ranger, and it also came with the Red Ranger. And yeah, I just gotta have those ones. And that also, which reminds me, I do have the helmets. I have at least 3 of them. The White Ranger, you know, Tommy, and then the Pink Ranger, Kimberly, and then Rocky, the Red Ranger. So yeah, there's a few I have, but yeah, I'm missing. I do want to collect maybe at some point I would like to collect the Green Ranger, another Tommy Ranger, or the other helmets, the blue and the Black Ranger. So yeah. Okay, so the last little section I have here is pretty much Batman stuff. So just want to show you guys my Batman collection. So here we go. All right, so first off, I have the Batman 97 car from Batman and Robin. This was actually my older brother's, and I still have it, but man, it's old school and just, yeah, the lights don't work or anything, but he still has it. And I was like, what, you had that? And I was like, yeah, do you want it? And I was like, please. Here we have some Batman models. Not models, but they're still the 6-inch figures. I have the Ben Affleck. I've always liked this version of the Batman, the Zack Snyder version from Batman versus Superman. It just was very brawl, very big. Ben Affleck playing him. He looked the best, I think, in the cowl. I think just seeing his face, hearing his voice, his suit just looked so mean and scary just because how big he was. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. And then, and here we have the Robert Pattinson one. This is one of my favorites too. This is all like, you know, more like again, almost like well, not tactical, but it's like a combination of his early stages of his costume designing, kind of from year 1, where it doesn't look like a full-on like armor suit, but it looks more tactical. But it's the early stages of Batman, and I do like his cowl, his face, his Batman mask, and it was pretty cool. I like that, and I like seeing like his whole chin. That was actually kind of interesting because most Batmans don't show their whole chin. They kind of keep it kind of almost like closed off, like the Bale one or the Keaton one. And then here we have, this is Christian Bale's Batman Begins. I don't have the cape for it, but maybe I can just make one. But yeah, I have it here. This was a cool one. Yeah, I think from 2005, I believe. This is how old this one is. But I do have a old Justice League Batman. This is the cape is actually like rubber. It's not even like a cape, but yeah, just very, his head doesn't move that much. Well, just sideways and forward, or sideways, yeah, and his arms barely move, but and his knees. But yeah, this was a Justice League Batman I had, and yeah, kept it for quite a while now. Little Batman car. That's cool. I love it. It's the Batman Returns car. And then little tiny figure of Robert Pattinson's from the Batman and Catwoman. And then next we have the Batman animated series. I recently saw these at Target too, and yeah, these ones were amazing. I love the Batman animated series. This is one of my favorite series ever, and I had to get this. Like, come on, this is standard procedure. Yeah, little accessories in the back from another character, that mustard ketchup guy. Mustard ketchup. Cool. And then the last here, and then next we have this little Funko Pop. It's from Batman the Flash. Michael Keaton's Batman. Really like it. Yeah. And then this is one of my favorites. My favorite crossovers right here from Batman versus Ninja Turtles. I have the Batman and Leonardo figure. This is the best of both worlds right here. I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan and then a Batman fan, and somehow they made a movie together. Like, that is still so cool. I love it. Yeah, this one for sure is really cool. It's a good movie. It's a really good animation movie. I'm surprised it actually did really well. I kind of would like to see a second one. And then finally, I have these last 2 ones. This is the Michael Keaton from The Flash. This is the Michael Keaton one. It's like a bigger figure, almost like a doll figure. But yeah, I just love the detail in his suit. very iconic, from almost kind of like Batman Returns. You know, his face and everything, and yeah, it just looks awesome. I just love a good Michael Keaton Batman movie. It's, you know, it's very iconic. And then I think this is the only Bale toy I have from, this was released for they were doing like an anniversary type thing, like 85 years of Batman, and this was one that they released. It was the Bale version, the DC of Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much all my toy collection I've collected over the years, and yeah, just still kind of ongoing, still collecting those things, and hopefully I can stop this endless madness search of toys, because it's ridiculous. It's becoming a sickness. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to share my toy collection with you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you in the next one, part 2. Probably maybe my magazine and / comic book collection that I've collected over the years as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys keep checking out some of these videos. I will keep dropping them here pretty soon. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.